Hey guys, it's Jason and Will here for Recess. For this episode, the audio for Jason is a little bit screwed up. Sorry, we're new, we're still figuring it out. So we know it's a little screwed up. It's not that bad, but just bear with us. And oops.
Thank you so much. And he's new. I'm not new.
Well,
no,
the podcast is new.
No, the podcast is not new. The podcast has been there. You came, and basically,
thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. And also, it's you messed up basically.
No, I didn't mess up. I think you honestly messed up, but it's okay though.
Honestly, I didn't mess up. I take responsibility always, and
enjoy the episode, everyone.
It don't take much to get to know me, but most don't make it this far. Yeah, I tend to travel on the low love.
And we have started. Where's my phone? I found it. So
What's up, baby?
Too much energy.
Too much?
Too much energy for me.
Okay, I got excited.
Okay, so
Here we go, baby. Cheers. Bink.
All right, so when you were coming in with your car, right?
Yeah.
You okay, first of all, he texted me and you texted me and then you were like, well, I'm gonna be there at 5:07.
Yep, because I look at
ETA
my
5:07.
I look at my Google Maps.
Yeah, you look at Google Maps.
That's it.
And this is what you're supposed to do. You look at your Google Maps.
Okay, I'm ready for this because I think I did exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, do you want to talk over me or
Sorry.
did you want me to talk?
Go.
I was just curious. Okay, so you.
You're such an asshole.
I was just curious. It's a curiosity thing.
Shut up.
Okay.
Go.
Well, I gotta talk. So the thing is, you text me. You go 5:07. You look at the thing, and it says 5:07, and you tell me 5:07, which is the wrong thing to do. Because this is what you do. You got to consider LA parking. You got to consider maybe a flat tire, maybe a bird died inside your car. Whatever it is, you add about 3 minutes on top of it just to be safe. Because that's what I do. So if it's 5:07, you go, hey, I'll be there 5:15. So you know what I mean? Whatever you do. Okay, that's a little too much of a leeway. But anyways, you come here. 5:07. When you text that to me, I gave you a voice memo. I said, "Hey man, my bad. I'm literally in the tail end of taking a shit."
Play the voice memo.
Okay, play your voicemail.
This is the voice memo I got, but this is when I'm waiting at the gate to be let in.
No, it's not. That was earlier. But go ahead. You checked it later.
Did I?
Yeah. Okay, play the thing.
Taking a shit, right?
Hold on. It's coming out of my. Why is it coming out of my earphone thing?
You know what? Fuck it. Listen.
253. I'm taking a shit, right? I'm in the tail end of my shit, literally and figuratively. So I'm gonna attend to you, but just pull into the garage. Over and out. G.I. Joe out.
Hopefully that you could hear that. But you were taking a shit.
Yeah, and I said G.I. Joe out, which is a formal sign off. Okay, so I told you that, right? And then I'm in the middle of taking shit, and everybody who's taking a shit that has been rushed, okay? Now I'm under pressure because I'm on a time crunch and I'm trying to calm myself down and do meditation before, I squeeze the last couple of out, okay?
Ew.
With those
Ew, dude.
good or bad sound effects, 1 out of 10.
Honestly, they weren't that great. Can you do it again? Can you try again?
Yeah.
They were so subtle. Okay. So go again.
Yeah, but when have you heard a super healthy, loud shit?
When have I heard that? All the time. It goes like actually you're right. Fuck, you're right. Because healthy, it just goes like.
Yeah.
Just like
that's an airplane.
It's an airplane with a broken engine. We're going down.
Yeah.
But you said in the voicemail, you're at the tail end of it.
Yeah, tail end of it.
Not
okay.
You just sat down. So I figure you're gonna take what you're about to wipe.
Okay, so can I tell you something? I said it literally at the tail end. So I was dismounting my last piece of shit.
Dismounting.
Okay.
Dismounting.
Okay. I was at the tail end. I was gonna dismount.
What happens when you?
But now there's pressure, so I gotta cut it off. The emergency door is shutting, so it's shuttered because everybody's like, we gotta go. So everything is closing up. It's literally a pandemic happening in my asshole because everything's closing. Everything's
when they
shut
jump
down.
out with a parachute, it's slowly closing. Get him out! Get him on out!
Get him out! And then everybody's like, "Oh, it's too late. The door's closed." Right? So now, and then you fucking text me, okay? You coming? I just told you I'm at the tail end of taking a shit, and you saying you coming?
Because the tail end, I didn't hear anything from you, and I'm sitting there waiting for you for about 7 minutes. And when you say tail end, again, it's not like if you just sat down, I would be fine with it. But you said tail end, I figure you're wiping, and you know I'm down there. So and you didn't say I'll be there, I'll be right there. You didn't give me any updates of the pandemic shit update.
Okay.
Oh, but you could send a voice memo on the tail end, but you can't be like, give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Because I had to check in and be like, yo, you about to come?
Okay, so next time I'll give you a live update.
Or just don't take a shit right when you know I'm coming.
Oh, okay. Next time I'll just hold it in then.
Oh, it was one of those you had to know.
Yes, it's one of those like I built it up, dude. So then when I said the tail end, I just explained to you what had happened is that I was literally at the tail end, but everything shut off. So I got like 5 soldiers in there. That's stuck at the door. So the door. That's what the fuck I was. You know what? I'm gonna eat an almond because
how are you feeling now?
I'm getting really angry.
How are you feeling right now? Are you your tummy okay?
Yeah, I feel fine now because
filled up.
Okay, then Then this is what I said to myself. I said, "Fuck him." All right, you take your time because.
So you took your time getting down there?
Yup, on purpose. No, I didn't. I didn't take my time, but I needed to relax. I needed to do some meditation. You understand?
I guess, man. I feel like I played that really well because I gave you the exact ETA according to Google Maps. The exact ETA, and I usually beat it by 1 or 2 minutes.
And with 6 minutes, what's the problem? And especially if I told you about the tail end of the shit. It's like if I go to your house and you're like, "Hey man, I'm at the tail end of my shit." I'll just be on my phone, like prepping for the podcast, which is a lot of work.
Here's you should do. What? Shit earlier,
dude. What did I just tell you, man? All right,
but
earlier I was prepared for the podcast.
It was an emergency shit. Right at 5:07.
Yeah, I'm okay. This is the thing. If I didn't take a shit earlier, all right. Okay, so I didn't think about. My body was like, "Oh, all good, all good." I was busy like writing stuff or whatever. If I had held that in this whole podcast, I'll be like, my body was gonna be like, "Hey, I thought we were gonna shit. Hey, well, I thought it was shit," and then I'll have to bring that up the whole podcast. So now we just spent 5 minutes talking about the poop.
Can we? Here's the thing, man. On the first episode.
Okay, but don't bump the table because we have 2 drinks on it.
I didn't even touch the table. What are you drinking? What is that?
This is to calm my mind down. It's called the live green tea.
Interesting. Okay.
Rich green tea.
Okay.
Relaxing with green tea umami.
Your beverage game is bananas, by the way. It's very impressive. Ew. What I wanted to say is that on the first episode, you dressed like a homeless person, and then this one you came in looking like you're doing a commercial audition.
I love it. I love to dress like a homeless person because it's really comfortable.
But it threw me off though because I wasn't ready for this. Like I probably would have, I don't know, I guess I wouldn't have done anything different, but in my mind I wasn't ready for you to dress as well as you look right now.
Thank you.
Because I didn't expect it. You look great.
You always look good. But a lot of the times, like even on the outside in the real world, I look like a garbage man. Do I not?
There's some times where I'm like, why are you wearing the inside shirt on the outside?
Yeah. So I love the inside shirt. But right now, I just thought my muscles look very beautiful in a salmon. And so I picked the salmon shirt out by myself because I'm a grown adult. And
do you think we're the most handsome podcast?
I think so. I think it's recess, handsome.
Where are you going?
No, I'm not going anywhere. I just want to show everybody.
What was that?
I was just doing a runway walk.
It's so confused. I thought you were checking something with the tech stuff. I didn't think you were doing.
I actually was, but then in the middle of it, I saw it. I was doing something with the tech, and then I saw it, and I needed to see what I had to, and I did a 360
but
at the same time.
Two
birds, one stone.
You spun it so quick. You said, "No, that's modeling." You didn't even like. That was so smooth, dude.
I'm on the tippy toes all the time.
You're coming in sharp right now. You are sharp. Dude. I thought I was sharp. Driving over here, I was like, "Yo, I'm sharp today," and you are fucking on it.
Thanks, man. You always. You know the thing with you is,
what's up, man?
You always got the positive cannon ready to fire.
Yeah, dude.
You don't bring any negative cannons on the outside.
You can't. If I'm negative, I'm always joking. You know what I mean? If I'm negative, I'm usually joking.
Yeah, but one thing you do though is that you never bring the negative cannon on the outside. But sometimes you would like take a second. I noticed that about you. is that if something hurts you or that you really hate,
Yeah.
but you're on the outside world with everybody else,
Yeah.
somebody said to jab you, you would like, you know, and then you would look away, you would be like, fuck.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. And then I'm always
Really?
like, you gonna show that? Like you're on the outside still. Like, you know what you do?
You're on the
call
outside
that
still.
Yeah, it's like you're like an ostrich.
What if you said that? I was like, oh no, oh I forgot I was on the outside.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever, man. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever do that. Also, when do people take jabs at me? I mean, I can't remember the last
catch
time.
that all
someone-
the time. No, not jabs. It's just, you know, in a conversation, if you don't have a good set or whatever, and then somebody says something like negative, or just, I'm just giving a random example.
Yeah.
Like something like that you actually care about, you will make a face like to yourself, like, fuck. And then I see you, I'm like, dude, you know, you're still on the outside. Like people still see
I
that.
had no idea.
You're like an ostrich. You're like,
What do you mean, like
the
a-
sand is right here.
Wait, why an ostrich?
But then it's like-
ostriches do that?
That's what they do. When they get scared, they put their head in the sand. But it's like, dude, your body's still on the outside. That's you. You're an ostrich. And I'm like, I can't believe this guy's doing this. You wait till you're home. But then you're like, no, I'm just gonna show my face now.
The ostrich example, bro, with the head in the sand, be like, I'm hidden, I'm covered. And
Yeah,
then
but
the
you're
whole
not.
body.
Yeah, your whole face is right there.
Fuck.
You're exposed and vulnerable.
I've noticed about me,
Uh-huh.
and Jason Collins told me about this, and reminded me of this the other day when we were doing Lions Den. Shout out Lions Den.
Okay.
He said, he was like, you have a really hard time hiding how you feel. Whenever you don't like something, whenever you're like upset or annoyed or about something, you don't hide it well. And I know that about myself. Like I have a hard time if I'm annoyed about something or upset.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to play it off and be like, oh, it's all good. Because in my head, I'm too like.
If it's something that I think me and Jason are talking about the same thing.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I have a hard time like. I don't know if it's like wearing your heart on your sleeve. I think that's what that expression is. It's like I don't hide stuff.
But the thing that's good about you is that you don't really have a lot of things that you actually care about.
That is true. I know that.
So then
true.
that's why. So maybe that's why, like, whenever you have, you know, like a fucked up face, I'm like, oh, that's something.
Yeah, well, I think especially with stand up, because I love stand up, and I'm there's nothing I want more in my life than to be a really good stand up comedian. So when I have a bad set, I'm like, God damn, this is the one thing. You know what I mean? This is my main thing. This is the number one thing I care about, and it you know, do the eating. We're gonna have to figure out the eating thing.
Oh, dude, you know what? I was looking at some clips. I was grabbing my balls a lot.
You literally
Can you cut that out?
literally read my mind.
Yeah, can you cut that out?
Can I show you something? Because
What?
you literally, that was the number one thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Okay, not only.
No, so but
not
you could do a
only-
close-up.
Listen, not.
Can you tell our producer to
Not
cut it out?
only were you.
Hey,
Bro,
Rodrigo, can you please cut it out?
Dude, the producer sent me a cut of like some of it, and dude, not only
Why
were you grabbing.
why you just talk to him in person?
Because I want it's an illusion, bro. Just
Okay, go.
Is you weren't just grabbing your nuts, you were grabbing your cock.
I know.
Your cock. I took a picture of it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it up too. I'll send it to the producer because your cock was here, and you were literally holding your cock like this. You weren't even like normally when you're sitting and grabbing your nuts, you know, people go like this.
Yeah.
But you were like, you found your cock and you're fucking like squeezing it, holding it like this, bro.
It's because I found it.
It was like you weren't on camera, like you're an ostrich in the
know.
sand. You had no idea.
That's not ostrich. I'm just literally.
But you
just
thought
out
you were
there.
hidden though.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
No. I didn't think I was hitting, but I just didn't care enough. I think.
You found your dick and you're holding it. Are you kidding me?
That's very good. That's very good.
It's not. It's like off to the side, and you're just grabbing it. Like, obviously, that's your dick. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Okay, so it's a bad habit of mine. It's just I don't know. It's just it's a
Dude.
bad habit. So I don't want to do it. But our producers will edit it out.
That killed me when I was watching it. I was like, you kept doing it. You kept grabbing your penis like to show people. It was weird.
No, I wasn't trying to show people. It's just
fuck.
it's just comfortable for me.
Clearly.
Yeah, like when I'm sleeping, I just.
Well, yeah, that's one
what I
thing.
do. I try to
Jeez,
grab
with,
it,
with those shorts.
I know. So I would try not to do that.
You can do it. I mean, I think that's the charm of this podcast is how just weird and loose it is. You know, It's just
Loosey.
penis.
Yeah.
Welcome to Recess, by the way. Here we are. Second episode, baby.
So I was thinking about this too, like our
Yeah.
intro song, right? Mm-hmm. You know how people, it's an intro song, so people play it at an introduction of the podcast. Introduction is a place where it's in the beginning of something. Okay.
Where did you just go?
I don't know. It's a good time though.
Worst TED Talk ever.
I had a great time.
Guys, the intro. What are intros? The intro's at the beginning, and when it's at the beginning, it's not at the end.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That's
And everyone's just
my
like,
thing. Yeah. So the intro, song, I loved it. By the way, you shouted him out last time.
yeah. Shout out Carter Reeves.
Yeah, Carter Reeves, and okay, this is the idea. I'm gonna throw at you and see what you think.
Go.
Okay, how about, because I hate sometimes, because me and you are pretty efficient people. I don't really like listening to any intro songs, like for any podcast or like any
Really?
of that. I don't really mind it.
Oh.
Or outro songs, I skip those things. So how about we throw the intro and outro song, we combine it into just one, and then we throw it randomly in the middle of a podcast. In the middle of a podcast.
People will be so surprised.
Yeah.
Like, did I just hit next song by accident? That's going to be so
And
jarring.
also-
People are like, what
yeah.
just happened? What did I
Yeah.
just click?
Yeah. But I also want people to listen to that song, because I
Yeah.
know that people like me will like kind of skip it.
Well,
into
it'll be
the
really
beginning.
quick. It's quick, though. It's only like 10, 15 seconds.
Okay,
What do
cool.
you think I was putting the 4-minute song in there?
Wait, how many seconds?
It's like 10 seconds.
Too long.
15 seconds?
I always skip the first, but I know
Really?
people enjoy it. I know most people do enjoy intro songs.
If it's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever
If
skip
it
an
isn't-
intro song. I don't really ever do that.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
it's, but no one has a 2-minute intro song. Probably the longest intro song is 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I don't even want it. You know how like in Spotify, they're like, well, listen to this 30-second podcast. I just want to crash my car every time it says that. Because it's like, I don't want to do that. Just give me the next song.
Yeah,
I
just give
told
me the
you.
next thing, yeah. Well, the hope is that the song is good. Like, I wanted to pick a song that's really good so people would enjoy and listen to it. Because I know there's podcasts that I know of that they have a good song and it's actually like people enjoy listening to it. And they're like, every time it comes on, it's like, oh, all right, it's time for this podcast. So
Yeah.
my hope is with our song, people go, oh, they hear that and they're okay, here we go.
Okay, extensively, we're going to talk about it next time.
Okay. Also, can I talk about my shirt real quick?
Oh, yeah, talk about your
This shirt, so if you can see it on the video, which you should be watching the YouTube. If you're listening to this, do the video too. It says Ronin and then like a weird goofy face thing. So I put in my Instagram, my nephew's name is Ronin.
Yeah.
And he drew this picture, and then my sister put it on his shirt, and actually it started she made him his own little shirt with his name and the logo he drew.
Yeah.
And I was at their house for Thanksgiving, and I was like, I will straight up I will buy that shirt because of how much I like it.
Yeah.
And then I just one day she said, hey, what size shirt are you? And showed up in my mailbox and I had a shirt.
So he drew this.
My nephew drew this, and his name is
nephew.
Ronin.
Yeah.
How much does this look like a shirt you'd buy at like Urban Outfitters?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really nice. I really like it, and
Not only is
my
it-
wife
yeah.
Carrie really likes it too.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good shirt.
It's not only is it a
I
cool
would buy
shirt,
that shirt.
That's what I'm saying. And now it's so sentimental because like I love my family and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's really cool, man.
Why would you love your family?
Because I'm a pussy. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Instead of lifting the laptop up and down, you have it on a table now.
Yeah, but don't look at my laptop though, because on it
You
there's
can't even
stuff.
see your laptop.
I
It's
can see
so
it.
small. If
Okay, look at this.
Then you wouldn't have to.
Boom, bam! Now I see it. You know what I mean? You see that? You didn't even see it because it's a maneuver. It's a maneuver.
How do you like these coasters? Pretty good, huh?
These are good. These are really classy coasters. I
know.
thought they were
They
gonna be
look
like
good.
paper.
Come on, man. You know me better than that.
Okay,
Let's go.
the next podcast. So basically, I said the next podcast because basically there's 9 podcasts within one podcast. So you know how
we do it.
Yep.
That's how we do it, baby.
How we do it, baby. So next people is meaning the people that's not in this room next to the house. The next people. Usually when people on the outside world they listen to the podcast.
Having a stroke. Fuck are you talking about?
When people listen to the podcast on the outside world, in the car, in the streets, in the earphones, and they go, you know what? I'm gonna listen to a podcast today. And usually they only listen to one podcast. But in this podcast, within one podcast, there's about 17 podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So the next podcast, in this podcast,
Or segment.
there's a segment
Either way.
it's called the Relationships Talk, which means we're going to talk about relationships between people like females or males or LGBTQIA plus, whoever that is in the relationship with. If you have a penis, don't have one, half of one. If you decide to put it back on, take it back off, whatever you like to do. Relationship talks. Go.
So intense. Okay. I'm going first? We should. Well, we did a cliffhanger last episode. We talked about, you brought up the thing of getting a girl to leave your place. You brought that up. Should we circle back to that? You want to circle back to that? Let's circle back to that because we kind of, I have other things, but also we can do a bunch of things because I'm ready to, like, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. So you brought up the good point of how do you get a girl to leave, or how do you leave a girl's place?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? What were your methods when you were a young single man?
Well, the thing is, I asked you the question, and now you asked me.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just trying to be polite. Okay. What are we doing here? Such a fucking dick.
I'm sorry.
What I would do, I don't know. That's a hard thing to get a girl to leave your place. Honestly, I haven't found myself in this situation very often. But if I have, I don't know. I still don't know what to do. I don't know how to. I worry too much about offending someone or being mean. So I normally just wait it. I'm like, she'll leave eventually. She's got to leave. She got to eat at some point. But then I'll probably have to give her food. So I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't had that happen too many times, usually.
Doesn't seem like you were having a lot of sex. Is that true?
That was so like I'm at a news report with the fucking 2 mics. I'm doing fine, man. Look, you know, it's also the pandemic. Things are fine.
You just gave up. Your whole posture fucked up. You're like, you know what? It's fine.
It's fine.
No, it makes sense.
I don't know how to. I haven't figured that out. Leaving a girl's place, I'd much rather go to a girl's place because I like having the power. That sounds shitty, but meaning I have the control. So like it's up to me when I leave. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. So if I have to leave, I'll just go. But getting a girl to leave. One time I was in college and I pretended like I had a school project to do in the morning, so the girl couldn't stay over, and I got her an Uber.
Oh, okay.
To go.
Was that the last time?
And I don't think she believed me. She was like, okay. Oh, you got a project? Oh, it's gonna be a long night for you, huh? Yeah. A lot of studying.
On her way out, he's like, okay.
She didn't say that, but it was. Yeah. She was like, come on, you know. So I don't, dude. I can't remember the last time I've really even had that problem.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, that's not really been a. No.
It's just like the recent, the recent year or whatever that when I asked you about it, do you remember how they leave? Like when you have, you know, whatever, like if you're talking to somebody or have a girl over, do you remember how they leave, or it's just pretty natural and
pretty natural?
No pressure?
Yeah, no pressure. I haven't had that. I haven't had a situation of a girl like lingering. I mean, look, I was recently in a relationship for like almost 3 years, so a lot of things are like older now. I'm trying to think back on.
Does that still hurt, Will Burkart?
Fuck, I was gonna lean into it. How would you do it? How did you do it?
I don't, dude. You know, I've been married for like.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you were way back.
Well, that was like 17 BC when I first got married.
In the BCs, what were you doing? How did you do it?
In the BCs, you know what? I was always a relationship guy.
Yeah.
I always was with a girl for like over, like the shortest relationship I was in, I think it was like 2 months.
Yeah.
Or usually it's like a house party, and I was just, everybody was too drunk, and it wasn't like intimate or private. Yeah. Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
One time I was in college, and a girl came over to my apartment to hook up, and she I think we'd hooked up before, and I don't know if I told you this. She went to like lay down on the bed, and she pulled off this long strand of hair from some other girl.
Yeah.
And she was like, "I'm leaving."
Oh, what?
Because it was some other girl had been.
What if it's her
recently?
Hair? Oh,
it wasn't
a different
hers.
color?
It wasn't hers.
Oh, okay.
And then she was like, "Ew, I'm leaving." And
yeah.
I was like, what am I gonna say?
But after sex or before sex?
Before. This is when we first got there.
What?
She was like, I'm leaving.
How did you feel about that?
I mean, I just laughed. I was like, what am I gonna do? No, that's mine. That's my dick hair.
Like my grandma was here yesterday.
She's like, well, then why was she in your bed?
She was tired.
Where did you sleep?
On the same bed.
You slept in the same bed as your grandma?
With my grandma, yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think that would have worked. What are you looking for? Oh, you're stretching?
A good posture.
Did you bring anything else for this segment this week?
Yes, of course, man. But should we do the next one, or do you want to do one more thing?
Or whatever you think. Let's do. We can do one more thing.
Okay.
Do one more thing. I want to hear your thing, because I feel like it's always been my thing.
Okay. So I feel like not all the women, but some women, like my wife and like my mother, would always say you could put your emotions aside. No. They'll say sleep on it. Like I usually, when there's a thing, I usually sleep on it, and on the next day rethink about it, and I just feel a little better.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
About the sleeping on it? I'm a advocate of the sleeping on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I hate when things are like really tense, like in an argument, for example, like just give it a second. You know what I mean? I like that. I like taking a minute to like breathe and just like maybe come back to it.
Yeah.
But that's so hard though, now that I'm thinking about it, because then you have that lingering tension.
Yeah.
So that's actually, I think I'm gonna change my mind. I'd rather what am I talking about? I'd rather resolve it right in the moment. Sleeping on it's nice, but then that's all I'm thinking about. My dreams are like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, that's all I'm thinking about, you know?
Yeah.
I say resolve it in the moment.
Yeah.
Figure it out. That's me though. What about you?
I think sleeping on it could be beneficial a lot of the times, just so that there's no emotions in it. But I feel like if you could put your emotions aside and then just resolve it at the time, then it'll be good.
Yeah.
Because like all I want to do most of the time when there's an argument is just to resolve it.
Yep. Me
But
too.
then a lot of the time I'm also very emotional, and so is the other person, and it's like hard.
Yeah, because then when tensions get that high, it's like nothing's getting resolved. You're just yelling at each other. Like,
Yeah.
Nothing's getting done here.
I'm getting bored of this topic now.
Motherfucker, you brought it up.
I know. I apologize. I would like to thank the croissants, and because the butters are on the inside.
Bro, where do you go?
I like how you grab the drink as I say croissant. You're like, this is gonna be a long one.
Oh yeah, dude, 'cause I'm strapping in for your fucking
Croissants.
nonsense.
Okay, you ready for the next segment?
Yeah, should we end on something better on that segment, or just move on? Let's move on. We can move on.
Okay, let's move on.
We're deep into the game already now.
Did you drink coffee earlier? Be honest.
Yeah, of course, but earlier. Yeah, why?
Yeah, earlier. Like, how early is earlier?
Like when I woke up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Why am I coming in hot? Like,
Nope.
Oh. All right. Okay.
All right.
Good.
The next segment: open, close, open, close, open, close.
Dude, this whole podcast is just your fucking dick.
Can you not put that in
This
there?
is the Jason's Penis podcast.
Can you tell Rodrigo
Jesus,
not to put
man.
it in there?
No.
Thank you.
It's too funny. I'll never forget that.
All right, insignificant. The next segment is the insignificant thing this week that happened to you. That is the thing that is insignificant this week.
That title's going to change every time, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not.
Is that a written down?
Written down.
Say it one more time.
I wrote it.
Say it one more time. By the way, this is also not going to work because every time you got to look at the thing, you got to go like.
No, look at my face right now. Okay,
But you're scooting forward. Okay, try not to scoot forward.
I'm not scooting forward.
You're just stretching.
This next.
Don't pose.
This next.
You and your salmon shirt.
This next.
Don't be all cute, bro. Just say the segment.
Okay. This next segment.
Okay, bro.
This next segment of the podcast within the podcast is called the insignificant thing this week that happened to you that is insignificant of this week.
So stupid. Okay, cool. All right, let's do it.
Yes, we have a guy right here for this answer. Will Burkart, how did you feel and what did you prepare for this week?
So for this, see, well, you got to put the microphone on my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Worst thing. You're fired immediately.
Okay, go.
How do you feel? It's like, no has no clue how to do it. Oh wait, no. Did you ever see that SNL sketch where they would do the microphone, but the guy interviewing would just hit them in the face with the microphone?
Oh, I love that.
I'll do it light, but it'd be like, how do you feel about that? So funny, and I kept hitting them harder.
Oh my God, I would love that. That's the best thing.
Now I got your juices on my mic.
Well, there's no juice. Dude, I wash my face.
You probably got juices.
Dude, I look tan.
I know, man. It's
Smooth
really
skin.
annoying. Also, I don't know. This shirt's kind of big. What do I do with the sleeves? I keep fucking with them.
I like it.
I like roll them, but
I like roll them up.
You
I
roll
like,
them up?
yeah, it's nice. It's
Anyways.
like it's like Cotton On sponsored you.
That'd be nice. Cotton On's cool. Shitty quality,
that.
but
What?
I like
Really?
Cotton On.
Okay.
Yeah, the shirts are always weird. They fit weird.
Oh, okay.
The insignificant week for me thing this week. So I have two of my best friends are almost 50. Jason Collins and Ashoka Thomas, I'm going to bring him up on this podcast. So I'll just say who he is. He's basically my next door neighbor in my place. He's also a comedian. He's think of like Kramer and I'm Seinfeld. That's who he is. Basically, he's basically my Kramer.
Yeah.
So I hang out with him like almost every day, and so both those guys this week, I would show them something on my phone, and every time I showed them, they'd go like,
pull it away.
no, well, that's my number one pet peeve, by
Yeah.
the way, is when people touch my phone. I hate that.
Okay.
I'm like, just look at it, you know?
Yeah.
People are always like, oh, let me see. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't. Is when you show it to like an older gentleman or a woman, is you show it to them and they go like this.
Yeah.
They go as far away,
Yeah.
like not like, oh, let me go closer
Yeah,
because my
yeah.
eyes are old. They go
Yeah.
like so far away. And
Yeah,
it
but
never
they-
makes sense to me, because if your eyes are getting bad, you think you want to go like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to go closer to see the letters, but they go, no, go further.
Yeah. Can you take this phone
know?
and go like after the football field?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh,
I
it's
can
over
see that.
here.
Yeah.
And they say farther.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how that works. And it
Yeah.
happens every time. My dad too, I show it to him and he's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
go outside of the restaurant and show me.
Yeah.
You know? So what do you think about
So
that?
basically, just if you have bad eyes, just kill yourself. Is basically what
Well,
you're saying.
you know, that's not what the message to this podcast at all.
No. Oh,
If you have bad eyes, kill yourself. Is that what you just said?
Will said if you can't kill yourself, he would just hit you in the face really hard because he hates your eyeballs.
I'll
And
hit
if you're really old, just don't be there. You know what I mean? Like if you're there and you're old, don't. Is what
Wait,
is
don't
what
what?
he just said.
Don't what? Be
don't
there?
anything.
Don't.
If you need to breathe, try not to. Is what he's saying.
You know how hard it would be to try not to breathe?
It's really hard.
It's so hard.
I tried it 2 nights ago.
How'd it go?
And I started Googling. I started Googling, like, is it okay to hold my breath for that long?
Yeah.
Because then there's carbon dioxide in my system now.
I thought about we should just have a contest so you can hold your breath longer.
I can
but I
100%.
realized that is literally the worst podcast content possible, because it's literal just
Silent.
dead silence, and we're seeing how long we can make it dead silent for.
Yeah.
So that'd be a really bad idea. So
Yeah.
that's like a vlog thing we'll do.
That
You know what I mean?
usually I don't have pride with you, but anything like that, I'm gonna have to have pride, and I have to beat you. I will have to die and pass out
Yeah.
before I lose.
That makes sense.
Lose the
With
holding
you,
breath
I
part.
totally understand that. I feel like you're really competitive with that shit.
With like weird stuff though.
Yeah, I totally.
Not with just physical things, just with
I
small.
know you're
weird
competitive because
things.
you're like, look at my fucking dick, huh? Look at this. I'm like,
What?
all right, man, don't do that.
Never done that.
That's what you did last episode.
No,
You were
I don't go look at them. I'm just comfortable.
But you're.
You know how like when people have like fidgets, you know, they like touch your hand or twiddle the thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Me, comfort the penis.
That I get, but it was just the way you did it.
It's to let them know, hey, I'm here,
Yeah.
like that.
What's your insignificant thing?
Insignificant thing of the week. Insignificant thing of the week is talking over each other. Okay, so there's a couple types of people. One type of people is you, which if we're having
Literally me?
I was just joking.
Oh.
But the one type of person is like, if I'm talking, right? And then you would just get loud. If we both are talking at the same time, a type of person would just get louder.
Yeah.
To be like, I told you I was going to continue my story right now.
Yeah.
Like every single time.
Uh-huh.
And that's I don't like those.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But then usually when that happens, I just let them do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, they need that more than I do.
Totally.
I don't need that.
Totally.
I'm not winning in life or
Yes.
this conversation.
Yes.
I don't care about what you were going to say.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you do that thing.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
100% I'm with you. When people put too much energy into like conversations, I'll be like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why don't you can have this.
Yeah.
Like when people, I like in some cases actually when that happens, I don't like to compete for the conversation.
Yeah.
If someone's trying that hard,
Yeah.
I'm like,
But also though,
go for it. I'm not gonna yell over you, you fucking
Yeah.
needy little thing.
but also I feel like different context matters though. Like if you're in a job interview, I don't know what context is a job interview. If they're like, well, Jason, we're just not looking. What are you talking about? You're not looking, dude.
No, but here's the thing. The way my resume is laid out, you can clearly see I have Microsoft Word experience.
And I drink water and I eat almonds on the podcast. So that's something.
And you look up, listen, the almonds, where'd you go? Just yelling to nobody.
But I think context does matter though.
And also,
'Cause sometimes
who you're with.
Yeah,
I'll
who you're
yell
with.
over you,
Yeah, who you with? Yeah.
but because we know each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Who you
ju-
with?
yeah.
Where you are?
Yep.
Well, what was your mission? Like in the situation? Because I feel like sometimes you do need to speak up for yourself and
Yeah.
assert in certain situations.
And especially around comics, because when you're hanging out with comics, everybody's trying to like kill. Everybody's trying to be like, I'm funnier. So that starts to escalate into people yelling over each other and shit. But dude, you gotta come correct with that shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm around a group of comics though that I don't really know that well, I sometimes will just like shut down because like I'm not like I'm good around people I know, but people I don't know, I'm like not as fucking look at your fucking shorts. I don't know, but like if it's like our friend group, I'll be like, I'm on. I'll go. I'll show up to Harvell's just ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know you do too. You'll walk into Harvell's and be like, ba-doo.
I'm not really trying at a Harvell's though. I would try like at clubs, but not.
I love watching. Harvell's is a show in Long Beach that we do. It's with stand-up and burlesque.
Shout out to John Benitez.
Yeah, shout out John, who's probably listening or watching this. To be honest, he probably is, knowing him.
He's really supportive of us.
Yeah, we love John. It's a show we do almost every weekend. You'd think stand-up and burlesque wouldn't work as well as it does, but it really works so well.
Amazing. It works amazingly.
And like our whole group goes there, and it's really fun. But yeah, I love watching you at Harvell's because you'll just wing it. And we know each other so well that we know when we're both like doing bad or like I know when you're not enjoying yourself on stage. Yeah. Immediately I know when I'm watching you and you're not bombing or whatever, but I just know when you're not happy with how it's going.
No, but sometimes I bomb a lot at Harvell's. I bomb a lot. You know what?
I think if you hit a certain level as a comedian, you don't really bomb. Like bomb.
I don't know what that means.
Listen, if you're a certain level, I don't think you can really like eat shit. Like you can have a bad set. You like won't get as many laughs as you thought. But I think like at our stage, eating shit, like no laughs, bombing, sweating, that doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, because we bombed so much. Already. We
bombed so much. So now at this point, you've been doing it a little bit longer than me, but at this point we're like, we can get out of it a little bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we won't die up there. Yeah. But if you're our first couple of years, you'll die. Yeah. For sure. That actually, speaking of that show, I did a cold open for at Harvell's, not the show we did, but it was an only burlesque show, and they asked me to do stand-up before. Yeah. So it was like, went from nothing to stand-up and then burlesque. And people were there for burlesque. That was the last time I actually, I bombed. That was maybe that was like a year ago maybe. And I straight up, they were like, be funny. Wow. At that room, bro.
Oh, I think you did tell me about that.
Yeah, in that room, we're so good in that room. We do it so much. And dude, it was they were like, fuck comedy. We don't want. I obviously could have probably handled it better, but I was like, huh? Like people were shit. It was weird. I remember I left. I was like, I'm out of here. I don't think I said bye to them.
Were you sad for a couple of days because of that?
No, but I was kind of pissed. I was like, this fucking show. And I remember the girl I was dating at the time, she went to give me a hug. Yeah. And I kind of not pushed her away, but I was like, no, I don't want that right now. Yeah. Because I don't want people to see me bomb, come off stage, and then my girlfriend go, it's okay. Yeah. Because that seems weak.
Like you're defeated, obviously.
Totally. Do you understand? Do you get that? Why I didn't want her to hug me in that moment?
Yeah, it's because you can't seem like you're defeated. Yeah. Because if she hugs you and then you're like, oh yeah, it's fine, then you're defeated.
Exactly. And they see me, they're like, oh, look at that little pussy who's like, I feel they won. Yeah. So I was like, nah. She was not happy about that. Yeah. But I was like, come on.
So the girlfriend who hugged you? Yeah. Now that it's not your girlfriend?
No. Well, currently, no.
That's so sad. Our next episode of the...
This is so you. This is so you doing this shit.
I'm sorry, man.
No. It's fine. I'm just
I apologize.
You don't have to apologize.
Do I mean it? No, but I still apologize.
Yeah, but you're saying it louder, so I feel like you mean it. I don't give a shit, bro. It takes a lot to actually fucking offend me. Okay. That was good. All right, man.
On the next episode.
No, it's not episode. This is the same episode. People are going to be like, okay, I'm at the next one. What did I hit? This is the podcast that'll make you go, did I just click something on my fucking... There's an intro song 30 minutes in and there's fucking dead air. You're like, on this episode. I'm like, did I switch episodes? It's fine. I love it. I love this podcast.
Okay. On the next segment of the podcast, with inside the podcast, a box within a box, Jackbox, is your favorite segment of the evening: movies, TVs, mecommendations.
And this is quick.
Yeah,
right?
quick.
Quick. This is a segment, quick.
Okay, and by the way, last episode, all right, when I was talking about Zac Efron, right? It's so you're like, we should really cut that out because you were going on about Zac Efron for 20 minutes. And I was like, let me see how long the fucking episode is. We rewind it. It was a minute.
Yeah.
That was in your crooked nose ass face.
All right, man.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. No, it's fine. I just think this segment we should be quick.
Okay, go.
You want to go first this time? I went first last time. You go first.
Okay.
Go first.
I watched this movie.
Yeah.
It's called The Outpost.
The Outpost?
The Outpost is a military movie.
Cool.
About the army at in Afghanistan.
Is it a documentary or a movie?
It's a movie based on true events,
Mm.
and then they show the actual military people in it.
Dope.
And I just thought it was really awesome. I mean, I don't really know how a war actually is when they're actually in a firefight, in combat, but it's just really interesting to see how different they show different characters react in different ways. Like some people will be more frantic, some people will be really calm when there's like bombs going off and like when they're getting shot at. So it's not like a Hollywood dramatic thing. I mean, I'm sure there's dramatic aspects adding to it, but the fact that you get to see different characters and different lives being in that situation was really, really interesting to me. And that movie just reminded me to be grateful for what I have. The Outpost. It's called The Outpost.
Who's in it? Do you know? Sorry, this is just being blocked, so I just want to move this. Who's in it?
This guy?
Don't we look it up?
No. Look at my face.
Okay.
This guy's son. This guy, but this is him.
Okay. Ooh, who's that? Oh, wow. Wow.
that?
That was
Who's
really
that?
good.
Who's that?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay, no. I mean, I only have an Asian face. I can't turn.
3 guesses. Second guess. Fuck. Not Liam Neeson?
Oh, who's that? He's a director. He was in Gran Torino.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
That's a good impression.
No, it's not. You didn't guess it.
No, but Tommy
don't say Tommy Lee Jones and
No,
then go.
but-
That's a good impression.
No, but Tommy Lee Jones and Clint Eastwood, those are two kind of grumpy old guys. So
Yeah.
You kind of nailed that.
Okay, so
That was a good Clint Eastwood.
His son, Scott Eastwood, was in it, and then Orlando Bloom.
Ah, OB.
Yeah, but it was good.
Dope.
Go. What's yours?
This movie called Gone Girl.
Oh, I heard of it.
It came out in 2014, I think, and I remember I watched it in the theaters. With
She was
my-
gone for that long? 2014?
Really good. Really good. You
I'm
like that
sorry.
one so much you couldn't get through it without
I
laughing.
apologize.
Really funny.
Because it's a stupid one.
That was all worth it.
Go.
I saw it in theaters when it came out, and I remember being like, that was one of the best movies I've seen in years. And I watched it again like last week or a couple days ago. I should know. But I watched it, and it was like 2.5 hours long, and I was like, I was not bored for 1 second.
Wow.
2.5 hours. I was like running to the bathroom and coming back. I mean, I paused it obviously, but
Yeah.
there was not a bad scene in the whole fucking movie. It is truly one of the best movies, one of my favorite movies of all time that no one talks about. Ben Affleck and David Fincher directed it. He's, to me, my favorite director. He did like Fight Club, Seven, Social Network.
Were you high when you watched Gone Girl?
No, I don't get high when I watch good like serious movies.
Oh, okay.
I'll put on like Rick and Morty if I'm stoned. I'm not gonna like something that I care about.
Well, Rick and Morty is really good.
It is good, but it's a good like stoner show because you're just like, whoa, fuck.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, Gone Girl. If you haven't seen Gone Girl, it's so good. You should watch it. You can get it on Amazon. It was like $3 to rent it.
I think I gotta watch it.
It's really good, and it's a relevant movie to now because I think cancel culture is so big and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it has to do a lot with that and like whose word do you believe, the
Yeah.
guy or the girl type of thing, like whose side are you, like, you know, it's crazy. So yeah, that's mine. Watch that.
Okay, your time's up. Well,
Go.
Our next segment of the show is called the Story Times.
That's it.
Times
There it
2.
is, baby. I knew you, dude. You can't fucking trick me.
No, I tricked you. I tricked you, man. Story Times 2.
And these are stories between you and I or about each other, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's either you want to say something about me or yourself or us
Got
together
it.
in the story.
What do you have then? What do you have?
Well, I was going to tell a story, or we could tell a story together about us being Was being pulled over by the police officer.
That was on my list too.
That was?
Yeah. That was on my list of stories because I was trying to think of shit that happened between us.
That was one of the good ones.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I would almost want you to tell it.
Okay, you started first.
So we were driving. We went to Jason was doing shows in Vegas for a week, and he graciously got me an opportunity to do a couple guest spots, which is basically like an unpaid. You go there, you do like 5 to 7 minutes, so the booker sees you. And I went and did that in Vegas, and we drove back together. How did you get there in the first place? Did a comic drive you?
I think I flew, or a comic drive me.
You probably did fly. So we drove back, and I had my car for about a year, and I never put the license plate on because I go to San Diego a lot, and I don't want to pay the tolls, so I would just not put my plate on, and so they can't catch me. And then I also was just lazy because I was like, who cares? Yeah. And then sure enough, on our way back, it had been like a year, and I finally got pulled over for not having my plates. I had like my dealer plates on for like a year because I was just lazy, and we got pulled over, and I was like, fuck. Because I was like, finally, of course they're gonna get me. I was like, and we were close to home too. I was
Wait, did you see the cop car behind you?
I don't remember. I think so. I must have been like,
Okay. So when we get pulled over, this is Will.
Bro,
Will,
we fucking died when this happened. The fucking video. It's the hardest I've ever laughed.
Can you bring it up like late?
Yeah,
can you ask
yeah.
the producer to.
I will. I will play the video. So if the audio gets weird in a couple minutes, it's just a video playing. That's what that is. Okay. Go.
So, well, first of all, I want to talk about your personality.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what we're doing, you're always analyzing everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like in the middle of our conversation, you're like, "Ooh, what is these almonds? I wonder if it's organic or not. Is that good for you?"
Yeah.
And then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like push your thumb a little bit and go, "I wonder when this is gonna heal. Like, I wonder if Neosporin is gonna help this. I wonder how long it's gonna help it though."
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
So then with the cop car thing, when he pulled us over, immediately you asked like 107 questions. Right when the lights went on, he's like, "Dude, is that for us?" And then immediately after, you're like, "Is he pulling us over? Oh my God, my license plate. You think was I going too fast? Like, how fast was I going?" I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Dude, was I going over 80? I was going 70, right? It can't be that. I think it's a license plate." And this is as us like leaving, like going.
We're on the freeway.
We're on the freeway, and we had to like get off of the freeway because there's no shoulder.
Right.
And as we're going off, you're like, "Fuck, I think it's a license plate." He's like, "I wasn't going too fast, right?" So you're just going back and forth for like 10 minutes, and you go, "Well, I have my brakes, I have my lights, like all the lights are on. It was blinking, and then we go into the thing, and then you now become very sharp will. Very sharp will is a mode that you get in. Is that whatever you say, it's very clear and very sharp, and then it's to the point. There's no fat on any of your words, and even your acting is very sharp. He comes, you give him the best. "Hey, how's it going, officer?" Like it's very sharp, and then he just goes license and registration, and you give it to him, and then
I hope you remember it exactly how it happened.
I don't think I remember exactly how it happened, but he takes the license registration, and then
I remember I called him dude at one point.
Oh, dude,
that was later,
like
actually.
Your friend.
Yeah,
and you were playing that character. You play that character so well. You're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna be his best friend. I don't give a fuck who's gonna come to my window. He's my best friend now." And then he's like, you look at his name tag, and it's like Officer John or whatever, and you're like, "Hey, what's up, dude? What up, Jay Bird?"
I didn't fucking say that.
You said Jay Bird. What up, Jay Bird?
He'd be like this. Step out the car, sir.
Yeah. So then he asks for license registration. You give him a license, and then you're looking for your registration. And then as you're looking for the registration, you're like telling him a story. You're like, "Yeah, so I was at the."
It was the insurance. It was like I was my insurance.
Yeah, something. You're like, "I think I got it right here." Yeah, it was just at the party, and it was a good time. Whatever. You're like, "Oh, well, this is the thing right here." And then you like, and when you try to give it to him, he's like, not there already.
He left like when I went into the glove box, he walked away.
Yeah, he walked away.
So the
long
whole
ago.
time I was just like, "Well, I think my insurance. I don't think it's expired, and if it's not expired, then it's definitely. So you can read it right here. If I don't have it, I think I have it online. Anyway, so I turn back and he's just gone.
No. Well, this is the thing. This is what made me laugh. Is that you turned and gave it to him, and you waited for him to read it. Like you literally waited.
Yeah, I didn't even look up. I was just like, "Here you
like
go."
it was like a graduation certificate that you're waiting for him to like receive it. You're like, well, why aren't you not taking it? And you literally like look up at him and you're like, oh, he's not there.
It's gone for so long.
Yeah, and you brought it back in like, oh, well, I'm gonna hold on to it for now. I guess it was hilarious.
And well, the best part is that you videoed the whole thing.
The whole thing.
You videoed the whole exchange.
Yeah.
And then we watched the video after,
Already
and it was
hilarious.
like the hardest we've laughed. I think probably together.
Yeah.
And
the hardest, yeah.
Oh my god.
The hardest I've laughed.
Dude,
yeah,
it was
for sure.
so funny. Just the way, just cutting to him. Oh, he's not there. And I think what happened, I think, is his partner came up on the other side. I was like, oh, here you go. And then I do remember with the fucking whatever. We'll put the clip. We'll show the clip now. And
Yeah.
clip.
Now.
Wow, you know what's so funny is this is the one trip that I was like, oh, I better put my my tags on, or my
dude.
plates on, or whatever.
Dude.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going? Stop me because you don't have any plates.
I know, dude. I know. I just got them recently.
Oh, okay.
I have my registration if you want to see
Alright,
it.
cool.
Here.
You have your ID with you?
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny. This is the one. I was like, today I'll put them on, and I just didn't, and I'm my bad.
It's all good.
It's all there. It's already registered. I just didn't put it on.
Where are you headed to?
Just going home to LA. I'm dropping him off like 20 minutes away.
Do you have insurance?
Yeah. It's on my. Yeah, it should be in here. I think. I may be like one of those online things though. It just may take me a second to find it. Oh yeah, here. It's recently renewed though, so I may have to get it online. He's not there. Oh, sorry. I know you're over there. Sorry.
Who are you giving it to?
I know you're still there.
Fucking ghost?
He's still there.
Who are you talking to? Nobody was there, dude. Why are you talking to
I thought
nobody?
he was right there.
No, you're gonna be fine. They're gonna let us go. I have a good feeling.
And we're back.
And we're back, everybody.
No, I already said that we're back.
Oh, okay. So,
But
but
I own the spotlight.
Oh, my bad.
You and your pimple head.
All right.
Shit. Yeah, I saw that. You don't think I saw that? You greasy head.
What?
Let me see. That's good though. It's just forming. It'll be good in like 2 days.
No, I squeezed it a couple times. And then when I squeezed it, it was like this.
Ew.
Like that. On the next segment of the podcast is
Well, okay, what if you put the laptop closer to you? You know, just an idea.
I don't want to put it closer to me. I like to lean over like this.
Okay.
Because I like to move around.
I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna take a moment of silence.
Well, that's the worst thing you can do on a podcast.
All right. Well,
Take
we'll
a
just
moment
continue
of
then.
silence. Literally, the goal is to have no moment.
The
of
next
silence.
segment of the podcast is why do we want to do the podcast together?
What is this segment?
I just added in.
Just now?
No, earlier I wrote it down.
You didn't tell me.
I told you right now. Don't cut this part out. This is what I'm saying. You go with the water is.
Okay, but what's
it's
the
like
segment?
a river.
I wasn't ready for a segment that I didn't know about yet.
Exactly.
Okay, give me it again.
So that's why it's a curveball, Will.
You can throw me curve. I like
It's like a
curveballs.
ball.
Yep.
It's like a straight ball.
Yep.
In baseball, you throw the ball, and then sometimes is the ball goes straight. Sometimes it's the curveball, which the ball with the wind, it curves a little bit, but it comes back. So it's it's kind of like a straight ball, but because of the wind, it goes another direction. It was gonna go one direction.
Guy from ESPN who just got fired. Fuck are you talking about? Worst audition for SportsCenter ever. So here's the curveball. Here's how it works. All right, all right, go ahead. Sorry. I wasn't ready for curveballs.
Okay, it's one ball. You said curveball.
Curveball.
Yeah, curveball. Why do we want to do the podcast with each other?
Okay. Bro, I have a mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
Why do we want to do the podcast with each other?
Yeah. Okay, this is why I want to do the podcast with you.
Okay.
Number one, because I get to be myself with you. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get married now.
I can't wait.
No, but okay, I get to be myself with you, but this is because everybody is a different self when they're whoever. Because when you're with Ashoka and Jason Collins, you're a different self. Well, you just interact a little differently.
Sure, a little bit different.
Yeah, so it's like circumstance. So
yeah,
I like this part of myself when I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, and that's rare.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two, the reason is we gotta have same vibes.
Yep.
We gotta have same vibes.
Yep.
Same vibes, but different vibes. All shapes and sizes. Water form in different ways.
You're on fire today.
Also, you get my humor.
What if there's 15 things? You just sat here for so long and another thing. I get your humor. Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
you made me laugh so hard.
When I type in something, when I type in this thing, when I said he gets my humor, I said when I say it on a podcast, I'm gonna say humor.
Nice. Like make it Canadian. Or
The next thing.
You're coming in hot today. Do I get to say my things or do you have more
Okay, I
things?
got 3 more things.
Holy
if you
shit.
just wait for me to do it
Okay.
quickly.
Is this a one-time segment?
Yes, it's a one-time segment.
Nice. Curveball,
I
curveball.
sped almonds. I sped
Sped?
almonds on my.
Don't show me. Show the camera. Ew, dude. Nice. Look at that almond. This turned into a fucking vlog,
flick,
bro.
I don't know where that went.
What if that went into my mouth? Just
And you
pung. Yummy, yummy.
Next thing. Also, you're a very hard worker.
Thanks, dude.
And this is when the second that I knew that you were a hard worker. Okay? When you set goals, you achieve them. And when you hit that goal, you set another goal. And I saw this when we were jerking off together.
Hey, man. That never happened. That never happened.
You don't want to talk about it? Because I remember very vividly. I remember very vividly. You came.
Bro.
But you said, I'm going to come again.
What?
You came twice.
What does it have to do with goals?
You said one goal. You achieved it. You said
and
another
then
goal.
I hit it again.
Yeah, I said it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
You said, I don't give a shit.
I'm a hard worker.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and you got the second nut.
Jesus Christ.
And so at that time, I only had one nut. And seeing you do it twice within all of a minute and 17 seconds, I said to myself, he is a hard worker.
Don't wink that way.
Okay.
That's a really bad way.
Okay, last thing.
Okay.
You're very open-minded.
Cool.
And I think that's very rare for people to be open-minded with all things and also be hardworking and also have the same vibe. So I cherish what we have together here in this holy matrimony.
Dude, all right, so let me think of my things. You were prepared for
Okay,
this.
next segment. I'm sorry, I
That
keep
segment
cutting
would
off.
have just been called Will Gets Compliments, and then the next segment. All right, well, let me think. Mine are going to be very organic because I didn't write them down because I didn't know
Mine's organic
curveball.
too.
I didn't know our curveballs were coming my way. I
It's
know
one
organic
ball. How many
curveballs.
times I gotta tell you it's one
Curveball,
ball?
organic curveball. Well, the main thing is that there's no one better at doing bits than we are. I don't have a friend that I enjoy doing like bits more with than you.
Wake me up when I'm done.
Yeah. So bits, we always just make each other laugh a lot. So disrespectful. And then you're one of the hardest workers I know. I can't remember if I.
We don't gotta
Bro,
do this
sit
back.
the fuck back down.
Okay.
I can't remember if I if I talked about this on the first episode, but you'll be like, I think I may have already, but you'll do like. You're such a dick. You're such a fucking asshole.
Let me tell you something.
It's crazy.
This is called a chestnut. Okay, it's organic USDA organic chestnuts.
I don't have to say my things. It's if you want to hear them. I actually don't need to say
It's
them.
a Japanese chestnut, and I want you to try it. It's your segment, but I want you to not
Try
be
Jason's
malnourished.
nuts. That's the segment.
No. Yes.
Now you want me to just do it now?
Yeah, you want to? We don't have to. I know it's your segment. That's why I want to respect it.
But it's fine. But do you want to hear your compliments or no? I don't care if you don't want to hear them. That's fine.
I don't care if you don't want to say it. Why are you getting angry at me?
Because
Eat the nuts. Eat the nuts.
don't touch it with your finger though.
Dude, I literally just open it and I'm squeezing it.
I don't like how it looks like it's shitting into my hand.
Grab it with 2 of your fingers.
Okay. Ew. What is this?
It's called a chestnut.
Is it chocolate around it?
No. It's called chestnuts.
Ooh.
It's organic. It's organic chestnuts. And this is the thing, Will. Okay, don't make a face. This is a good one. These chestnuts in
It's a
Taiwan.
lot worse than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't that bad,
Yeah,
but I thought it was going to be a lot. I thought it was going to be a lot sweeter.
yeah.
It was really mushy and like
Another
very
one-
dull tasting.
Okay, some of them is not as mushy. It's just
Yeah.
because this is
Did you show the people what it is?
Yeah, I already showed it.
Nice.
But basically, you could find this on the streets of Asia all over, like China, Korea, Japan.
Okay, so you can't get it here.
You could get it here.
Where?
In the Asian markets. Only in the Asian
Got
markets. You had to race this thing in your head, ready to fire, but you
No, I
stopped yourself.
didn't.
You stopped yourself, Will, because it's not PC to say that.
I'm PC.
Oh, and another thing why I'm back to my segment is why I like to do the podcast with you.
Okay.
Is because we get to make mistakes with each other.
Yeah.
Like a human being would, we get to make mistakes and talk about the mistakes and move forward and improve ourselves.
Yeah.
Did you like the chestnut?
It was very okay. I
Okay.
don't think I would eat that on my own.
That-
I don't think I would buy that and eat that. I would, like, if you made me have another one, I would probably eat it, but I don't really want one.
Okay, the reason why, and there's many brands of chestnuts, and the reason why people buy it, because a lot of people enjoy them. And I enjoy them a lot. I always have chestnuts on deck because they're a good source of vitamins, minerals, and protein. Chestnuts.
Cool.
On our next segment
I was trying
of
to
the
think of
podcast.
I want to think of one more thing of. Here's my main thing. Why I want to do it with you also is I think I mentioned the first time, but just how different we are. We come from completely different worlds. You know, and I think that's a good contrast. And you've been married for a super long time. You've been with your girl for years and years and years, and I'm single. And like when we talk about relationship stuff, it can be two completely different perspectives. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to figure out the eating thing because people are actually gonna hate that on the podcast.
Let me tell you something.
People are gonna be like, "This is disgusting."
Okay, let me
because
tell
people,
you-
that's a phobia, right?
Okay, well, let me tell you something.
Misophobia.
Misomelioma or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me
No.
tell you something. Well, this podcast,
You've been telling me things this whole goddamn time.
it's an all-in-one podcast. That's why it's the podcast within the podcast.
Oh.
People do ASMR. Okay,
But that's
Guess what?
bad
They
ASMR.
get it here. ASMR, chestnuts,
Yeah, ASMR is like this. ASMR is like, I'm in your ears.
and also chewing stuff.
I'm in your ears.
I'm trying to give you culture right now. People like to hear other people eat, and they see each other eat.
I don't think people like that. If I'm wrong, please say
You
in
are-
the comments.
Bro, I could show
in the
you.
comments.
It's called mukbang.
No, but okay, look at it.
It's a
like,
whole
okay,
channel.
yeah, watching the Food Network and watching people eat, that's one thing. But if they're listening to a podcast and you're like,
Yeah.
as I'm talking to you about something, by the way,
By the way,
that's the thing that like you're obviously not listening. When you're like,
yeah.
yeah,
No, I am
like
listening.
you're so in. You're like, "It's a pretty
Let me
good
tell you
chestnut."
something.
You're like, it's a good chestnut. Well, I'm like bearing my heart to you. You're like, oh, you can get these at the Asian
Well,
markets.
let me tell you something. We're on a highway right now, and you're like a seagull.
How about I get pulled over?
That was a good callback. That was a good callback.
You're just gonna abandon the seagull analogy?
I don't know what I was going with the seagull.
Oh, okay.
I just said a
Okay.
seagull. I like seagulls.
Okay.
We like seagulls. We're pro
Do we?
seagulls.
I mean, yeah, we're not anti-seagulls.
On the next segment of the podcast with Will
Hi.
and I.
Nice. You said an I. That's the proper way.
A culture thing that I know. Ask Will about his culture at his home versus mine.
My culture? In what way?
Yeah. When you and your family eat, family style, can you eat whenever or do you have to wait for everyone to sit down?
We would probably wait for everyone to sit down. Yeah. But I got two. But I grew up with two because my parents were divorced. So I'm thinking of. I was trying to think of both of the homes. What did we do? And I think every time, yeah, we'd wait.
Okay, you know what? Sometimes I ask you a question, right? And you just kind of throw in, oh, because my parents are divorced, I don't know what to do. Should I move on? Should we investigate?
No, we don't have to investigate.
I'm not an investigator.
I wasn't looking. I didn't say it for an investigation. It was more context because I wanted to clue people into my head instead of just answering the questions.
Every time you say divorce, makes me sad. All right?
Dude, that's your fucking problem.
All right.
Just kidding.
Okay. Can you leave the house when old people are leaving?
Bro, what? The fuck does that mean?
Can you leave the house when the elders are still eating?
I don't have elders in my home. I had my mom and me, and then my dad, stepmom, and me. There were no elders. So,
Okay.
so is my mom an elder in that example?
I guess this is where it's a little bit different because I think a lot of Asian people, they grow up with, like 3 generations, and we have big households.
Yeah.
Because, we don't have enough money to move out. So we kind of just stick together and save money.
Cool.
And sometimes there's cockroaches, sometimes there isn't. I'm not speaking for most Asian people. I'm just speaking about my house.
Yeah.
We got cockroaches. Do you have
In the
cockroaches?
house? No, never seen a cockroach in my I guess my mom's house. I was there more, so never cockroaches. You had cockroaches just crawling around doing their thing?
No, I kill them.
How many cockroaches, gross, how many cockroaches at once were you think were in your place?
The old house, probably 7.
At one time, like 7?
Yeah, but you don't see them at once.
When you kill it, do you just step on it? Or how do you kill it?
Yeah, you
A
kill it
cockroach.
with your flip-flop. You take it off and you try to hit it. And then if you hit it twice, it's going to run away.
It won't die?
No.
Indestructible cockroaches?
Huh?
They're indestructible cockroaches?
So you hit
You
it twice.
smash them and they go...
You smash them, they're like,
Ow.
bye.
Yeah.
They say that. Bye. And
They
then
go like
run
that?
yeah, they go like that.
Okay.
And they run away into the walls. They repair themselves and they come out stronger.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Last question. Do old people fart?
Old people or all?
Old.
Do old people fart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do old people
That was your question?
do old
That was the question you prepared?
do old people get to eat first?
CNN, you're like, listen, all right, here's the question. This is,
Yeah.
I was jerking 2 guys off. I meant to be like papers. I was trying to stack papers. Whatever, dude. I'm going to bomb sometimes.
No, it's funny.
So you just asked me, do old people fart?
No, do old people get to eat first before young people eat?
Did I just have where did I just hear then? You said, do old people fart? Oh, that wasn't the real question?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the old people eat first in my household? I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't have any elders, so no one ate first.
No, but I mean like it just in like whoever you run into.
I've never heard of that before. Like the elders eat first?
Yeah. No, like
Sounds
start
like
to
it's
eat
like
first.
Hunger Games. No.
Well, that's Asian culture.
No, never had
Is
that.
that old people not get to eat first, but they would like initiate the first movement of the thing.
To get the food, they initiate the movement.
Yeah, touch the food. I mean, obviously it's not with all households and all cultures, but that is the thing.
I have a question about Asian culture.
Go.
One of my I had two really good friends growing up that were of Asian descent, and I noticed that it was my friend Justin. I went to his house and they made food and they got it out of the oven or out of the pot or whatever the oven, and it was like soup or something. I don't know what it was. It was a couple of things, and it was scorching hot.
Yeah.
Lava hot.
You put it in your mouth.
And they immediately ate all of it. Like,
That's how you do it.
And I was like
Yeah.
poking holes to release the heat in the pot stick or
Yeah.
something.
Are they
But they were
Korean?
like, I don't know. Boy, if I really think about it, I wish I knew.
What's his
I
last
don't
name?
know.
Oh, Vietnamese.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but
But dude, scorching hot.
yeah, but
like
in some
burn
Asian
your mouth.
Yeah, in some Asian cultures, they like to do that because it's like you feel something. Because in Asian culture we suppress a lot of our feelings and we don't get to go, well, this is my right, or well, I don't feel like this decision you made, it was good. We hold all that in because there's a hierarchy. It doesn't matter if the choices at your workplace, your bosses are making a wrong decision. You just get to take it. So at the end of the day, you want to take it out somewhere, and usually it just kind of like it's like cutting yourself, but then drinking hot soup.
Wow. So it's like not like a punishment.
Because you feel something.
You feel
It feels good. It's kind of like working out.
Yeah, but
like it hurts.
But there's
it's
no
really
benefit
painful.
though.
Well, working out has benefit.
Exactly.
It feels good. When you eat spicy food, you get endorphins.
But it's not
same thing with hot food.
Yeah, with hot, but it burns your mouth.
It's the same thing. So spicy is the same thing. When it's spicy, it hurts your mouth.
That I get.
Yeah.
I understand spice.
It's
but
the same thing.
But the
Any
burning
pain.
your mouth, I don't understand that.
So I'm
your
trying to
taste
tell
buds
you.
are gone.
Yeah. So anything that hurts, your brain releases endorphins to help your body go, this is okay. Any pain, like do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like working
Yeah.
out. Anything painful, your brain try to protect your body from going like, yeah. But it feels good. That's why when you eat hot food and
Yeah.
it's really painful, it feels good. And it tastes really good too.
That's crazy. I would have never have thought that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like maybe a sign of like a respect or something that you like don't
eat
wait.
hot food?
Yeah, like but like you don't wait. Like you
Oh,
have to
that
eat it
too.
immediately or something.
well, not that immediate.
They eat it immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like,
Yeah.
and there's like, I
Yeah.
was like, how are you guys doing this?
Yeah. But also sometimes patience. There's like variety of different reasons, but that's just some of them.
Cool.
On the last section of
Segment.
the podcast.
You all right? You see,
Oh, España, baba.
no, I'm not gonna yes and this fucking weird thing you're doing. I think you lost. I think you're talking to your mic because no one's really.
We're on the last section, and
You're
we
right,
both
dude.
know the section.
You're running out of gas, is what's happening. Because you came into this podcast on fire with your salmon shirt and your pimple head, but
on
now
fire?
you're like, now you're tired.
I'm not tired.
It's so gross. I can only imagine. I'm sorry, everyone, for the eating close to the mic. It's so gross, dude.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
There's different people, yes? Different people like different things, yes?
Yes.
Majority of people don't like food chewing noises, yes?
Correct.
0.0005% likes it, yes?
Probably, yeah. More than that. More than that.
In your face!
The last segment, I'm pretty sure, is well, I want you to say what the actual segment's called because you know all
The
the names.
segment is, what did we learn this week that we learned this week?
Yeah.
Learning is a process.
No, that part's not in it though, is it?
It's a process of learning, which is when you have no information at first. Then
If
you
you
have
made it
to.
this far, thank you.
Should I finish the title or are we good?
No, you said enough. I'll tell you something. And this is segment.
I'm ready to listen.
It's more about like, yeah, it's just something, it's kind of like a reflection on the week, right? It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
My reflection is very sincere, not really joking.
Okay.
I talked to both my parents today, my mom and my dad, back to back today. I took a walk. I talked to both of them for about a half hour each.
Yeah.
And whenever I talk to them and things are good, and even when they're not good, it makes me realize how crazy lucky I am because both my parents are like the best. Like if I could design parents, two parents, even though they're not together, it would be them. I am so lucky for how cool they are, just in every way. Like my dad's such a dad, like he's so good at being a dad, and my mom's so good at being a mom, and just like, dude, you just gotta have those moments where you gotta be lucky, because a lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people don't even have parents and shit like that. So I don't take things like that for granted. I'm really lucky to have the parents that I have. I know you've met my dad before. You don't know my mom yet, but I'm just lucky, you know?
I have a lot of emotions while you were saying that.
Yeah.
But I forgot some of them because I wanted to focus on the next thing that you were saying.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
But that's one thing that I like, that I appreciate, and about you
Mm-hmm.
is that you are always thankful and grateful about the parents and or the friends
Yeah.
that you appreciate.
Yeah, man.
Like you always protect them. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much, and you kind of look past anything. You just are grateful.
Yep.
And yeah, it doesn't matter like what circumstance you could be like in a bad situation, but you always look at the light because you know at the end of the day there's love, and you respect and admire and are grateful for that. And I really, really appreciate that because a lot of us, myself, sometimes I could forget that. Not anymore now within like the past 7 years, but before that I forget a lot of times to be grateful, but you always have that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really good, a good reminder to
Yeah.
see.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's even for not enough people are grateful for like their health. Do you know what I mean? Like being like waking up and being like, oh, I'm not in pain today.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like no one thinks about, not enough people think about that. Like even just waking up and be like, oh, I'm not sick.
I know some people when
You
they
know?
hear that, they go, oh, dude, that's cheesy. Like, we get it. But
I don't think it's cheesy even a little bit.
I know, but
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, maybe
that
somebody
people
will.
would
Maybe,
think
yeah.
that and it's cheesy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if you really let that marinate, That's why when I was talking to you about the Outpost, about the movie,
Yeah.
when I see that,
Right,
I try to put myself in their shoes.
Yep.
And I know this is going to be even cheesier.
No,
Like
it's not.
people need to have more empathy.
Yes.
And put themselves in other people's shoes, like really, and think how they would feel. And I think you do that very good. That's why he's a good comedian most of the time.
Yeah, watching the movie being like, oh, I'm not in a war right now.
Yeah,
That's
why.
great. I'm on my couch eating popcorn stoned, eating chestnuts.
No.
And I could be in a war right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not that crazy
I'm not
of a
getting
thought.
shot.
Yeah, exactly.
I have legs.
You have legs, bro. Be grateful.
Oh, excuse me.
You just coughed into my mouth, pretty much.
Yeah, but
I'm like, be grateful. That's my point. Is that like not enough people are thankful for what they have, and,
Yes.
and most people have so many good things in their life, and they don't think about how grateful. They take everything for granted,
yeah.
and it's not fair, and they shouldn't, because
Yes.
and when things are taken away,
Yeah.
like with the pandemic, even doing stand-up, we took doing stand-up for granted.
We did.
We were like doing it every night, multiple times a night, all the time, not thinking, what if this gets taken away?
Yeah.
And that got taken away. And now we're like, I just want to do stand-up so bad.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, when we're doing stand-up, we're like, dude, I really could use a break.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, another set. I got to
Yeah.
drive to fucking Oceanside. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like, now that we're out of it, I'll be like, dude, I'll drive anywhere for anything at this point. I just want to do stand-up.
Yeah.
I got asked, side note, I got asked to do, I didn't tell you this, I got asked to do a drive-in show, a drive-in with the cars.
I know who.
And I said no.
Yeah.
Because it's so weird. Because you can't hear people laughing.
Yeah.
It's just performing for cars.
Yeah, but
and people
the cars
honk
are
the
honking.
horn. No.
You don't want to hear honking?
I don't want to get heckled by car horns.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you get asked to do that show?
Yeah.
Did you say no?
No, I said all right. Because I've never done it. That would be like one thing that I'll be like, oh, this one time.
I know.
did
I
the
thought that
thing.
too.
I'm gonna bomb 100%, dude.
When are you doing it?
I was. He asked me if I wanted to do it today. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
me
I don't
too.
want to do it today. I'll do another thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
that's yeah. Of course you said yes. This is the thing about Jason, dude. He'll dude. And what I meant to say is that about how you'll be like, I'll probably bomb, but whatever.
Yeah.
Because even if you bomb, you don't even care. You're like, whatever. I don't care.
Well, I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm gonna bomb, but it's like I don't care about it. But it's just an
Yeah.
experience that
It
I
is
never
an
had in my life.
experience. I
I
know.
just want to do something that I never done one time.
You're right.
But you did that segment really well this time. Last time you fucked up. Like it sucked really bad.
What's your thing?
What?
What's your thing? Because we'll end on yours. What did you learn this week?
Oh,
Or reflection time with Jason. Oh, no.
if you
gonna
want to
sneeze.
be a great artist, you have to be willing to walk down the street naked.
Explain.
Okay, so I forgot where I heard this from, which is kind of sad. But
Happens.
but because if you want to be a great artist and you're showcasing your art to the world, people's gonna judge it and talk shit on it. So and then it's gonna hurt your heart.
Yeah.
It's like, my really separated eyes and your super crooked nose.
Well, don't say super.
Oh, okay. so people.
My slightly apart eyes and
it-
your fucked up nose. Like so dick. Keep going.
I was joking though. You have a good face.
Oh, thanks, man.
Okay. All right. Moving on. But that's it. That's pretty much the thing. It's really visual. It's like if you're naked, people's gonna look at you, and that's what you wanted anyways. You wanted people to look at you because you want to showcase, your art or whatever, and people's gonna definitely judge it and throw shit. But you just gotta get used to that. And I just want to remind myself that because a lot of the times people are super sad or get depressed on what people say about them, and it does hurt because we're all human. But you just got to remember, if you choose the road of being an artist and you are actually putting out your art, some people's gonna hate it, and the people who love it, you just gotta really focus on that. As long as it comes from love and a good place, I think I think that's very important to remember, and I just want to remember that.
Love that. I totally agree. You got to be ready to take criticism. You got to be ready for it and be okay with it. Be
Yeah.
okay with taking criticism, because if it's art will be criticized. No matter
Yeah.
what the art is,
No matter what
it'll
it
be
is.
criticized. Especially stand-up. Stand-up is the most subjective art form.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a different sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got to be ready for people to not like you.
Yeah.
So you have to be okay with it. Crinkle, crinkle. All right, I think we did it, huh?
Yeah.
Or is that was a nice. I like how we ended on a really sincere note, dude. I think this podcast is going to do pretty well. I think. Do you think? Hey man, do you think it's gonna be okay? Because we started goofy, and we ended, real. I couldn't think of a better
When do
word.
we start goofy? When?
At the beginning, I'm saying. All right, everyone. That was recess.
Wait, did you want to add something?
No,
How did
I
you
added a little bit at the end.
How did you think this podcast went?
I like this one a lot, dude. For our second one, this was pretty good.
Wait, you like this one a lot?
Yeah, why are you holding your mic so weird?
What did you like about it?
I don't like how you're looking at me right now with your mic.
How did you like about it?
I like a lot of things about it. What did you like about it?
You like a lot of things about it?
Yeah, I think we did a good
Okay.
episode. I think we
This
did
is-
a good episode.
Okay, this is why I also like it a lot. This is in Harry Potter world.
Okay.
They have wands. Okay.
You already lost me, but you keep going.
Do they not have wands in Harry Potter world?
Asking the wrong guy.
Okay. So
But yes, I believe they have
when they
wands.
do a magic, tell me a magic phrase.
Other than abracadabra,
Yeah, like a good one, like an original
I
one.
don't know. Scallions.
Sca-
Well, that's a food.
Oh, they
Worst magic trick ever. You go, scallions, you go, and just a bunch of scallions come out. And they go,
Scallions!
and they're like, thanks, I guess.
Scallions. Scallions.
Is that not good?
That was really good. Well, what?
The worst X-Men ever. What's your power? I just give people
I give
scallions.
Yeah.
You get scallions. You get scallions.
Yeah. So give me a
Oliviosos.
Oliviosos? Oliviosos. Is that olive oil?
That's my friend, my European friend,
Okay.
who's staying at my place. Oliviosos.
So
Oliviosos Johnson.
Okay. What does Olivioso do?
The guy
No,
that
like,
just
what
made
does a
up.
magic trick?
Oh.
What does a magic trick do?
Gives you scallions.
Okay, give you scallions. Olivioso gives you scallions. Okay, pretend that camera is a person and it's like attacking you.
Okay.
So now you got to turn it into scallions and you're like kind of scared right now.
Where are you going with this? Okay.
So go.
I'm turning it into scallions?
Yeah, you're turning that person
yeah.
into scallions and
Okay.
your wand is the mic.
Okay.
So do your magic.
Okay. Oh, no. It's Olivioso.
Okay, and the magic just stopped halfway because you didn't really deliver the power because
I did the
you
best I
threw your
could.
wand. Okay, an A for effort, and this is why I'm in an advanced class in the Hogwarts. Okay, look at mine right now. You ready?
Okay.
He's attacking me. Watch this.
Yep.
Hold on. He's attacking me right now.
I know
yes?
that. Yeah. Still attacking you.
Oliviosos.
That was really good, except you hit yourself in the head with the mic.
I didn't do it. I didn't hit myself in the head.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I didn't. But did you see that?
That was really good.
Okay, how do we end it?
We end it by I like doing this. Is very fun, and I like doing this with you, and I'm happy that we're here, and I'm happy. And thank you, by the way, if you're watching this and listening to it, thank you so much because we love doing this. And can you please just like show your friends about our podcast? Because that'd be great if you can show people. Because we want this to do well. We want this to be successful. And I think you should do all the things on the business things, like the subscribing, doing the rating and reviewing thing. And I know you don't really like talking about that stuff, but I think it's important to say is that
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
because you were like, I don't want to talk about all this shit like rating and reviewing, blah blah blah. So
Well, I
I'm just
want them
gonna
to do it.
Yeah, but we have to tell them now because I don't know if people know how to do that or know
Okay.
to do that. So on like YouTube, hit the like thing, and then comment about how much you love us.
Are you talking to like 80-year-old? Hit the like thing?
Yeah,
Hit the like thing?
hit the like thing.
All right.
We got to wrap this up, dude.
Okay.
So yeah, please just like show people and get the word out because we're not like famous yet. So
We're trying to be as authentic as possible.
yeah, and if you appreciate that, then like help us out.
And we want to be the goofy goofies.
Yeah,
And at
and-
the same time, sincere.
exactly. I think we did that in this episode. So if anyone's wondering what this podcast is about, show them in this episode. I think we covered all the
It
sincere
has
and
everything.
goofy.
It has
Yep.
ASMR. It has old people farts.
Uh-huh.
And all the sincerity, all the gratefulness.
Yep.
And, 2 separate eyes and 1 broken nose.
But the point is, show people. Thank you for listening, and we love everyone, and I love you, Jay.
I love you, man.
Bye.
Dude, my armpit juice is so much juice.
You sweated a lot during this one.
Well, I sweat a lot last one, but...
It don't take much to get to know me, but most don't make it this far. Yeah, I tend to travel on the low, love, but you want more.